Okay, if you like what you just learned, here's the next best step. If you want to take the conversation even farther, here's the next best step. If you're interested in what we've just been sharing you, and we've been building desire, and you want to, here's the next best step for you. One of the ways to do that is to use an opt-in. I would even say opt-ins, plural, to collect your visitors' contact information when they come to your website. So here's how an opt-in on your website works. An opt-in means you present the lead magnet. This is a free gift. It could be a PDF. It could be a video series, a short video series. It could be a mini course. It could be an ebook. You could even use like that free plus shipping book funnel. That's a very kind of version of an opt-in. You have an opt-in. You present the free gift. Generally, it's free. You then use a web form. You don't want to collect tons of information. You want to create less friction right here. So really all you need to know to follow up with them is their name, their email address. If you want something else, you could do that. But web form, the visitor supplies their email address. And then after that, boom, instantly you deliver this to their inbox. Ideally, I would even say land on a landing page instantly. Whatever it is they opt in for is on that web page, but also in their email box, you start directing them back to that web page to get them in the habit of opening the email from you. And then you drop them into, this is really important on the bottom right here, an email sequence. Now, opt-ins are a key entry point into your funnel. So the opt-in is really the doorway, the gate of how they get into your funnel. Opt-in means they have chosen, they have optioned into your ecosystem at that point. So let's look at it. So here it is. Remember, here's the funnel. Inside the funnel, we have low ticket items at the top, higher ticket items at the bottom. Remember, at the top, low ticket items is more people can access that, but they have less access to you. At the bottom of the funnel, there's less people. It's higher ticket. They have more access to you. And remember this, over here, the blog is not inside your funnel. Okay, the website is not your funnel. The website is inside. The funnel is inside your website, but the blog is not inside the funnel. It's a way to lead people to it. The podcast is not inside your funnel. It's a way to lead people into it. The social media is not inside your funnel. All of these are ways to lead people. What you want to do is collect the contact information and bring them in via email or text. Most people are using email. There is a way to use text as well that we'll talk about in the training on email and texting. And then you bring them into the funnel with that free opt-in. When they get in there, now it's your job to follow up with them. I would tell you this, these opt-ins, you should place these opt-ins anywhere and everywhere that you can place them. So let's talk about what anywhere and everywhere looks like. You should always have an opt-in on your homepage. So that might change. Generally, I'll change the opt-in on my homepage once a month. I generally kind of track the opt-in to go with whatever's going that's featured on the blog or on the podcast. So on the homepage, you're going to encourage the person to stay and then return by using this opt-in. You could also put opt-ins and should. I would say at the bottom of every blog post, inside the show notes of every podcast, even in the bottom of some of your emails down in the PS, you should always have an opt-in, use related content, and then change the opt-in based on the topic. So right now you may be creating one opt-in, but every time you come out with a new series of podcasts, a new series of blogs, just create another opt-in that's related to that so that you're always linking people in and giving them something related, a next best step related to the content that they've just been presented. And then social media, this is the big one, or the big mind shift. Not the big one, but it's the big mind shift here, is we don't want to send people to social media. We want to use social media to direct them to an opt-in where people can come and they can take advantage of the free offer that you place anywhere and everywhere. Again, homepage, blog posts, podcasts, emails, all over the place. Always have a next best step for your person, even on social media. Again, don't send them to social media. Use social media to direct them back to you. Here are some of the advantages of doing that. If you do it, you won't have to wait for them to come to you. Once you have their contact information, you can call them and you can invite them to come back. Now, by call them, it means send them the email, send them the text, whatever it is. You invite them to come back to your house and visit. So again, this is why we don't want to send them away to social media. We want to continually invite them to come back to us. So it looks like this. You can always invite them to come back to your site. You can always invite them to come back to your home base. When they come back, if you're using an email sequence or a text sequence, you can direct them to content that's most relevant to them. So right now, on one of my websites, I've got 200 plus, maybe 300 blog posts and podcast episodes. That's a lot of information for somebody to wade through. But if I know that they came into that ecosystem based on a specific opt-in, I can nurture them through an email sequence based on specific posts and podcasts and even hidden landing pages that are relevant to what they registered for. You can do the same thing. Again, start with one opt-in. Over time, you're going to build out more. You'll keep adding more to your ecosystem. At some point, this ideally will lead to a helpful purchase for them. Again, because you're going to build trust by time and consistency to where there is a tipping point to where making that purchase is the logical next best step.